Welcome to our podcast, episode 115 on helluva. So, time to, you know, cover, I guess, the other half of, Fizzy Pop's, thing, helluva, because, the last one was on Hasman Hotel, so helluva. Could have done them in the same thing, but yeah, again, running out of ideas, so, you know, I just gotta stretch things out. And also, be, overall longer to record, you know, both together, so it's just easier on me to split them up. So, yeah. Anyway, helluva. Time to, dig in. So, yeah, again, you know, a lot of positives like the music, characters, all that, and, a lot of the criticisms, you know, I, through to, um, has been hotel, last time apply less to, our boss. I kind of already mentioned that in the last one, but let me, reiterate, certain criticisms. First was criticism of too many characters. That is not as much as a problem in helluva. Like, honestly, helluva handles the, you know, you know, number of characters, character introduction, I think a lot more well than the show proper because there's barely any time in Hasbin Hotel, like, like, and there's so many characters that seem like they're going to have importance, but it's just too big of a cast, I think, because you've got Charlie, Vaggie, Angel Dust, Husker, you know, Nifty, Serpentius, Alistair, like, so many characters for just our main gang, and then you have, you know, Vox, and, Valentino, and, what's her name? What's her name? I forget. Um, um, see, there's so many characters I'm like forgetting some of that one girl's name, but she's like the social media influencer one. Uh, then there's Camilla. There's Cestial. There's Rosie. There's Mimsy. There's, oh my god, there's Cherry Bomb. Um, there's Lucifer. There's then Adam and Loot. Um, uh, then there's the Seraphim and Emily and god damn it, there's so many characters. Like um there's so many. Like, and don't forget Razzle and Dazzle. They're not really characters. Um, but yeah, so many characters in like 8 episodes. I mean, there's been a lot of characters through, you know, uh, helluva boss, but I feel like they handle it a bit better. Like, the episodes are definitely more episodic. Like the problem, whatever the problem is in that episode, is usually dealt with in that episode. Obviously, there are some, continuing plot lines. There's always side stories that continue along with the main plot, but usually the main problem is dealt with in one episode. So, cherubs are a problem, they get dealt in an episode. They may or may not return, later down the track, but ultimately they're dealt in an episode. Those special agents, they get dealt with in an episode. There's definitely hints that eventually they may show up again, you know, at least I would imply that from, how it ended, but who knows? Maybe they'll never appear again. Who knows? But yeah, uh, you know, there's a lot of, you know, um, characters, but I feel like in Helluva Boss it handles it a bit better than has been, because no one really gets time to shine and has been so far. Like Nifty hasn't really gone anything, even though Nifty doesn't really, I guess, they have a character, but they also don't. Like, there hasn't really been anything on Huss or Vaggie um, or more into Alistair, like, more than, like, what we already know. Um, which I'm sure there'll be probably more of, seeing into Alistair in time, but still, at the moment, it's still technically the same old, literally the same thing from the pilot in the show proper. But yeah, but yeah, that's Husband Hotel. We're here for also, but yeah, overall, I think you know, it's a lot better because you're only really worrying about four main characters like Blitzer, or just Blitz, um, Luna, Millie, and Moxie. So four main characters, which is a lot better. Meaning, you know, you know, it focuses, on them, a lot more, and so yeah, it's a lot better. But there's also, Stolas, and Octavia, and yeah, and reoccurring characters like Stalker, Striker, that's the one. The Stalker. It is kind of accurate though. I mean, he's a hitman, so he has to stalk them. So you can see how I, you know, made that mistake. You made a Freudian slip. uh, you know, Stalker Striker, similar enough. Um, so yeah, but Striker, you know, reoccurring character, and yeah, same as Fizzaroli and Asmodeus in the House of Asmodeus. My favorite song is still um, You'll Be Okay. And when the siren rings, collapse, and I know the day will be my last. You will be okay. Everything will be okay. So yeah, that's it's going to be hard to knock that one off as my favorite, but still there's plenty of good songs. But yeah, overall, you know, the amount of characters is handled, I think, Ben, hell of a boss. Yeah. What was my other criticism for Has Been? Um, I feel like there was two main ones. I think one was definitely, the time, because, only 8 episodes. Each episode, you know, is only like 20 minutes, so it's like not that long. I mean, to be fair, the Hell of a Boss ones aren't as long, you know, but I think they use the time wisely in Hell of a Boss, where nothing's really, I guess, getting done and has been so far. Then, Heaven's backing off for now, but, you know, how long until they come back, you know, possibly even stronger, and, you know, next time, the hotel itself, as it currently is, might not be enough unless they get, more sinners, on their side. I mean, they did have, the cannibals to help, but, but it was mainly up to, the main cast, because obviously, you know, the main cast are going to be put in the spotlight. Um, but still, well, Cannibal Town be enough next time? I guess is the main question. But yeah, probably should have talked about some of this stuff last time. I guess that was my mistake. I guess it just didn't naturally come up when I was talking about Has Been, because I was critiquing it a lot more than giving it, you know, praise. Now for the Hell of the Boss one, uh, I barely talking about it, other than saying in general it's better than Has Been. But anyway, let's actually, talk more about. So, obviously, songs are good, but I guess the story so far of Hell of a Boss. I'm definitely looking forward to where it may go. That they definitely need to bring back some of the, you know, other plot lines that, like the agents. I want to see more of them. I'm, more of, what will happen to Stolas, to, you know, you know, I guess, in time, you know, cause him to, give anything to his damn wife, because that seems to be the plan, but who knows, you know, what's happening with that. Guess only time will tell, but yeah. Uh, yeah. I really wonder where it's all going to go next for Helluva because I enjoy it and I definitely want to see another episode, but currently, episode 8, hasn't released and don't know when it will release. Probably, by the time this is out, hopefully it should release. Probably. I don't know. But then again, this is releasing on, if I'm correct, May the 2nd. Well, I'm recording this in March, on March 9th. So yeah. Which, some of you may think, oh, that's the same day, game theory, Matt Pat retires, but March 9th, Australian time. I am a day ahead, so it hasn't quite happened yet. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow will happen, but yeah, it hasn't happened yet. And yeah, I guess that'll never be, probably, I don't think, did Matt? I think, checked this earlier, but I don't think Matt did one on the recent season of Hazbin Hotel. No, I don't think so. So yeah. But, at least Matt did some, good final, theories, like the death of Salad Fingers, the Disney propaganda one, Rick is dead, the old Rick is dead, that's just the title of it. There's more to it, obviously. Yeah, again, also to the death of Salad Fingers, that one too. FNAF movie one, Bill Cipher one, and then the final theory. Yeah. And those are just the ones in, recent ones. Other recent ones were Digital Circus, Invincible one, YouTube's, effect on the brain, and yeah. So yeah. And Matt Pat did one on Scary Toy at least before, you know, leaving. Oh my god, Scary Toy has been going on a while, hasn't it? That video's 7 months old. How long has Scary Toilet been going on? probably a while. Oh my god. It's been quite a bit. 9 months? Or
My style is ridiculous.
Oh my god, it's been a year. It's been a year. Really, that meme? The description reads Toilet in Ohio. Really? That's the beginning of the skivvy toilet war that began in Ohio?
My style is
Okay. Okay. That's law. Wow. That's some deep cut lore. I don't even. I'm pretty certain I will have watched Matt Pat's thing on Skivvy Toy, and I don't even think he noticed that. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Getting sidetracked. How did I get to Skivvy Toilet? God damn. Anyway, helluva boss. Um, well, I was looking at MatPat's things because, MatPat's. The end is nigh. I mean, the end's already come by the time this video is out, but still, for me, here in the past, the end is nigh, and the end is tomorrow. But, however, I'm definitely looking forward to, what comes next. You know, I definitely hope, it continues, at a good pace. Definitely seems like, there's a break. I guess it, makes sense because, Husband Hotel, you know, gives a, you know, you know, time for a break, but soon enough there should be like a, you know, trailer or something, or, some sort of, thing to, say what's happening next for our boss, because, I think, you know, with, has been wrapped, for now, you know, you know, Vizzy should technically focus on, our boss for now. I mean, if there's, the production of, season two, going on, I guess, that would need a Vizzy pop, but still, like, some sort of, announcement would be nice. Because not everyone has, Twitter. I no longer can use that as an excuse anymore because I do technically now have a Twitter. I only created it for, technically two reasons, but one of those reasons I never was even able to do because one was to message YouTube, hopefully directly, but since I'm not a verified account. I probably can't message them, which sucks. So I will, you know, probably not lose that morning. Like, I made a video in my attempts to, hopefully improve things. It didn't improve. And it sucks. You know, it sucks for, small creators because without any connections, we have, no one to go to. You know, you know, not that, I'm bad at making friends. It's just, how would I even begin to make friends with, already established, long running, YouTubers and, you know, you know, I doubt I'm ever gonna meet, them because, I'm in Australia and, majority of them are, American. That's not the case for everyone because obviously there's Australian YouTubers. I mean, look at, Laser Beam and others, but, you know, you know, out here it's, kind of Wild West, you know, you know, you know, I would have no real way to contact, YouTube and yeah, it sucks. And the only way that's ever going to change is if I'm a partner, which will take quite a lot of effort and time. So yeah, but yeah, but yeah, nothing that can be done. Anyway, I'm getting distracted again. How do I keep going on tangents? Barely spoken about how a boss between, has been hotel and all my tangents. But yeah, looking forward to Hasbin Hotel's future. I definitely hope, get to see more development of characters. Like, I think especially one like Octavia, she may have, potential, at least be, more reoccurring than she already has been. Uh, but I don't know how because I don't know if she'd be, down with the whole, murder thing. So yeah, like she doesn't seem like she would be that kind of person. If she can even, call, you know, you know, demons, technically people because they're people technically, but entities. What would you even call them? Because they are, sentient beings. I mean, people doesn't have to mean humanity. Anyone can be people. The people of Earth, and that's what the aliens, you know, tend to say in you know, those sort of movies that people of Earth, listen to me, people of Mars, people of, I don't know, Jupiter, Neptune, Venus, Mercury, um, Uranus, Pluto, See, I am a planet. No, you're not, Pluto. Damn it. Why do I have to be a dwarf planet? Shame for Pluto. Pluto deserves better. Uh, Saturn. Yeah. Just listing out planets now. And yeah, again, going on a goddamn tangent, but yeah, hopefully there'll be more, good characters, and I'm looking forward to the future of Hellbots. I don't really have any predictions, like, not always, the most theorist like, although I sometimes do have theories. But for this, I'm honestly not certain. Like, no, I'm not certain. I'm intrigued to see what comes next. So yeah, but anyway, I think that'll do it for this our podcast. Sorry that I got sidetracked multiple times, but I still cover but my favorite stories. Like the agents, and hope they come back. And uh, or at least mentioning them. Not really mentioning the story, but the story. They get captured. It's up to you know Millie and Luna to save them. Moxie and Blitz. So yeah, yeah, you know, and hopefully they'll be similarly good episodes. But yeah, I think I'll wrap it up here. Don't want you know gone too long, and don't have much else to say, and don't really have really any criticisms of the show. I'm like has been. So yeah, just have to hope that trailer will come out sooner rather than later, and then hopefully episodes. Because I would anticipate it'd be a trailer first, then episodes. So yeah, and hopefully you know if Fizzy Pop is working on production for Has Been season 2, hopefully there's at least some notification of that at some point. Because not everyone has, Twitter, as I was saying earlier. Oh yeah, did I even get to the second reason why? I was explaining the first, one was to, message YouTube because of, my situation with, my YouTube warning, but yeah, again, can't contact them. Wish I had connections, but it's hard, and that I forgot that I didn't finish that tangent until now. Um, I'm sorry if I didn't finish any of my other tangents, but let's finish this one. The second reason was to let Judgmental Career know that I made my Ruby AMV, which will be a part of Judgmental Career's animation challenge, which should be soon. Um, like, should be coming to its close in April, I think. Yeah. Um, um, yeah, I think that's when it ends. But yeah, the AMV challenge was another reason why I had to create a Twitter account. And I, like many others, will probably refuse to call it X because that's just not a great name. Like X. What does the X mean? X marks the spot? Like, the only thing I can think of is pirates. And I don't think that's, necessarily something you want. So, X is like the worst letter. If you're gonna simplify it to a single letter, why not T, the very letter at the beginning of Twitter? You know, like, what's the T, is a saying. So, T, sounds like, the letter T, like spill the tea, you know, which, it's a place of conversation. So, T would have been a far better letter than X and would have actually made sense. You know, it would have actually had some logic to it. But, you know, Elon Musk's version of logic is just weird. You know, to be, granted, he gets things done, I suppose, but I don't know if your your straight line is exactly straight. It's more like a weird wavy line or bender line. Like you're not going to get to the destination straight away. Where if you wanted to simplify it, just call it T. Would have been so much more simple. I'm your ideas guy. Now, hire me, please. I'm still jobless. Still don't have a job. Continue to mention that time and time again, in these podcasts. But anyway, I'm getting too much off tangent. Now, anyway, that will be it for, this, our podcast on Helluva Boss. It's a good show. Definitely watch it. It's free, made by Fizzy Pop. Although Fizzy Pop is a bit, like, they don't seem to always respond to criticism the best, and that's not exactly healthy or professional. And you are now making a professional show with the Has-Been Hotel, but I guess as long as it makes money and as long as Fizzy Pop doesn't do anything too bad, like you know you know ultimately the internet will ignore it until you cross the line in the sand. Like some people get away with a lot more for a lot longer before they cross the line. A good example is Yandere Dev, but they recently crossed that line, so they're no longer technically a good example with recent events, but they were a good example that they had done many weird things, you know, you know, yeah, again, Alex or Yandere Dev was someone who also, I think, didn't handle uh, criticism and negativity too well. And, yeah. So, hopefully Vizzy Pop doesn't go down, the Yandere dev path, and hopefully, starts to learn before it's too late, because at the moment, you know, their starting point, you know, is somewhat similar to Alex. So hopefully we don't get, you know, Yandere Dev 2, but instead of video games, you get indie animation turned into, actual, full blown, you know, proper show animation with, proper budget and team behind it, and, you know, a proper, real big brand behind it, like Amazon. So, yeah, like, hopefully Vizzy Pop doesn't go down that route, you know, you know. But then again, you can never know. You'll never know, you know, what truthfully goes on behind closed doors. You don't really get to see a full picture, you know. You can see, a semblance of a picture, but, you can't really fully know an individual till you really, meet them and get to know them and known them for a long, long time, you know, or at least a decent amount of time. Like, long is relative. I think it's mainly like, how long do you see them, like, every day? Like, if you only see them, like, you know, you know, once a week, that's not a lot, and depending on how many hours that's for, like, you know, you know, that's not a lot, over the course of, a few years, maybe a bond will develop, but, you know, you probably won't really get to know the inner workings of that person. Like, you may eventually, learn about, their family, their hobbies, all that, but, you know, one day a week, isn't, probably enough time to really, learn, you know, all the, like, deeper, more hidden stuff, stuff that can, you know, probably be easily, said, like, family and all that. That's, pretty easy to talk about, but the more deeper stuff probably would, you know, need more of a friendship, more than just, a weekly thing, that's like on a schedule, like actually spur moment stuff, like suddenly going to visit them and, seeing them frequently, and yeah, you know, it takes a lot more, you know, to actually, really know a person, and yeah. But anyway, I'm getting off topic again. I'm gonna finally end it. So, has been, not has been, Hell of Us is good. Watch it. It's free. You know, where, for, has been, now finally get to say has been. That's, on Prime, so you would have to pay and stuff. Unless there's a free trial thing, but, free trials usually require, credit card details. But even, if you cancel and whatever, you know, yeah, like, I don't know, like, you're still putting your details in the end of the day. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, no, helluva bosses are good, and yeah. So thank you all for watching the Our podcast, and peace until next time. Actually, properly ending this now. Yeah, anyway. Thank you all, and peace until next time.